I recently marathoned through all 7 Fast and the Furious films because I wanted to give you a list you could live or die by. This is the best and worst of Fast and Furious. Let's go. Fast and Furious movies are dumb, so saying this is stupid is quite the accomplishment. It also doesn't help that none of our original crew is here outside of a cameo from Vin Diesel. And this movie actually takes place somewhere near the middle of Fast and the Furious 7. That's right, this is like foreshadowing 4 films later. This series' timeline is more jacked up than Terminator. Outside of the amazing title, Too Fast, Too Furious, there's not a whole lot I like here. I'm not a car enthusiast, so anything about that is tossed right out the window. What we're left with is a lame Miami Vice-style script and zero Diesel. Walker and Tyrese play well together, but there's not enough Red Bull and Kid Rock songs in the world to get me on board with this. Car people like that stuff, right? Now, I'm talking about the first one, not to be confused with the 4th, Fast and Furious. God, these titles are dumb. Confession time. I'm not a big fan of any of the early Fast and the Furious films. I bashed them pretty hard, actually. The dialogue's campy, the acting's wooden, the effects are cheesy as shit. Everything about it's just bad for me. But once more, I'm not the target audience here. These are for men who like fast cars and faster women, energy drinks, high-octane turbo engines. Is that a thing? I don't fucking know. But I was requested to do this multiple times, so I'm gonna power through this shit. Now we're at the 4th, and this one acts as kind of a reboot, pushing people's minds away from Tokyo Drift and instead bringing back our original crew. New direction got me on board, especially the fantastic intro where we see my girl Rodriguez moving from tanker to tanker, sub-zeroing chains and breaking shit off. Everything is taken to ludicrous levels. He's here as well. Fast 5 also branded Fast and Furious 5 because, let's be honest, the target audience isn't the sharpest. And the highlight comes at the end where we see our heroes Diesel and Walker doing a bank heist, pulling a giant vault behind their vehicles, causing millions of dollars in property damage. It's a good time. It's a rip-roaring good time. People say that. Now they really are just superheroes, and I'm fine with that. In fact, Gadot, who's in the film, is Wonder Woman, even though I think that's extremely absurd. She looks like she's 90 pounds soaking wet. A small gust of wind could break her in half. But I'm off topic. Let's get back on. The action is insanity, maximized to 1,000, times 10. The movie's at its finest when they throw any sense of believability out the window, preferably at 160 miles per hour. Furious 7 is one of the fastest grossing movies of all time. What the hell is happening? What started out as a simple drag racing picture has now turned into a colossal Dark Knight Avengers superhero style romp that brings in millions and billions of dollars. It is a phenomenon. It's an event every time one of these pictures comes out. This movie did a perfect job honoring Paul Walker. There wasn't a dry eye in the audience. And just look at the cast they have produced. The Rock is on board now. Jason Statham, Kurt Russell joining Vin Diesel, and all the others. There's my list, and this is coming from a guy who doesn't know shit about cars, so you probably have a different list that tailors more to maybe Tokyo Drift or Too Fast, Too Furious. I don't know, really don't care. But comment below anyways, let me know how wrong I am, and remember, this is more than just reviews, this is movie feuds.